This is episode 5 of Eternal Sonata. I'm starting this off normally. I don't know why.
Normally?
Well, normal enough. This dude is pissed. Let's talk to him.
Yeah, definitely looks angry.
Oh, he smashed his wife's dentures.
Nice.
And apparently he won't get dinner now, because he doesn't have dentures. So we give him our dentures, and he gives us some green paint.
Huzzah for fetch quests.
And now we have to go all the way back to the one guy who needed some green paint. Like, way the fuck back there.
I hope you weren't trying to dodge that guy.
I was, but he turned into me. And I'm like, ah, fuck it.
There we go. More volume adjusting.
Hmm?
I had to adjust my volume.
Yeah, so did I. It's really, really loud. I don't know why, like, it records
I
loud.
love how it just hit zeros on you.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I don't...
You really don't have a choice.
Yeah. And you know, right around here, I'm like, oh, hey, rather than wasting time, I'm just going to stop recording and have a tasteful transition. Nope, no tasteful transition.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cut sharply to it. Have some green paint. And then he gives you some long johns.
Woohoo.
I guess. And then I cut back to the save point to save us all some time.
Good. See, I would do that, but the way my capture card records makes that
An impossibility.
more pain than it's worth.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
To say the least.
fortunately mine's not too bitchy, but it just means I had to render it out again. So, here's a go-go village. Aptly named
This
because...
is peaceful.
I guess.
What? Oh, terrific. It finally stops raining, so of course now we find a house.
Hey, I think I see someone over there. Hello there. Do you live in this house?
Yes, I do. My name is March. Nice to meet you. My sister and I are the guardians of this forest.
So it's just the two of you? Alone? All the way out here? Must be tough.
Not at all. I suppose it is dangerous sometimes, but my sister always manages to take care of things. Lately, though, I must admit, I've been surprised at how many guests have been showing up around the forest. Oh, are you awake already? You know, you could have stayed in bed longer if you wanted to.
Huh? Where am I?
You were found lying unconscious at the upper entrance of the forest. The Agogos came to me and told me where I could find you. I think your friend is out taking a walk somewhere nearby. He kept mumbling to himself, something about trying to find inspiration for his music.
Excuse me, but what are agogos?
They're... Well, they're round creatures.
Huh? Round creatures?
Anyway, they don't approach human beings. And recently, the Agogos haven't been showing themselves at all. You're a very lucky person. It's quite unusual for Agogos to take a liking to a human. In fact, I still can't believe they came to me about rescuing a human being at all. This is the first time anything like that's ever happened. So the Agogos rescued me? Even though I'm... I think maybe you should get some more rest right now. I'll fix you something warm to eat. Oh, I'm sorry, I just realized. I don't even know your name. Who, me? Well, I'm...
You're Polka, right?
What?
You sell floral powder in Retardando. Yeah, I heard someone say your name once.
Oh, yeah. And that magic you used was really great, too.
Hey, Polka, what's the matter?
Why'd she run off like that? Did we say something wrong?
Oh, Polka, you're up. I've picked a snack for us. Did something happen?
She really shouldn't be running around like that. She's only just recovering. That path doesn't go very far off, though, so at least she shouldn't get lost.
Huh? That's Polka!
Oh no, Polka's in danger. Let's go buy some items.
Huzzah!
Yeah, there's something over here, but like, I fail miserably at getting it.
You're walking and failing at it. And now you're raging.
Very hard. I know there's an item right there, but I can't get to it, so I'm like, oh fuck it, I'll go back and get it later. So let's go into...
All this big music is playing on, and it's just all like... Yeah,
it makes this
I
like
gotta
so
buy
epic.
shit first.
Allegretto is searching through the trash out of habit. It's funny because he's poor, get it? Yeah, painful. I need to go through here to get to the shop, but no, this guy was in my fucking way. I just heard a scream. I'm going to continue casually walking around.
No, it wouldn't be good to go do something about it.
Yeah. And so here's the shop.
Weapons!
Okay, let's buy the saber for Allegretto. Buy a new baton. There's some... I probably should cut this out, but... This is what the shop looks like, in case you didn't know already. I'll probably cut it out from now on.
Oh, really?
Just because it's kind of ugly to look at. Then again, I don't think I'll really be shopping that much. Like, there's not really a need to. Just, like, you get a lot better items just by wandering around anyway. I'm like, oh wait, I have that item. I should probably give that to Frederick.
You forgot something.
Nope, I just decided to go up here because it's actually easier to go around than try to go through that old man again. Because he will block... He is programmed to, like, block your path every time. I'm not gonna... Like, where...
That's stupid.
Where he spawns will block you from going past him. And it's annoying as shit every time. And now I see the question mark. I'm like, oh, here we go. And we got a score piece.
Yay.
What's that? I'll explain
You
that
haven't
later.
got one of those yet.
So let's heal up because we haven't yet. Let's use some peach cookies because those are worthless otherwise.
And now run and go do something.
And now we have to go fight a boss.
Polka, are you okay?
I can understand that you want to fight, but are you sure? After all, you're recovering too, aren't you?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Right now we have to concentrate on keeping these things away from Polka.
Alright, let's go!
Alright, again, the strategy is to take out the minions. It's the same strategy with any boss that has a minion. Oh, that's Phantom Wave. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
And now that you have Allegretto and Frederick, you now have like 2/3 of your walking tank party. Because you have Allegretto, who's basically like Jesus Man with his strength. Then you have Frederick, who's a red mage who's good and can heal nice. And then you have
another
Beat,
one.
who's worthless, but that's beside the point. And Phantom Wave can hit twice if you have enough points, or no echoes, excuse me, or it's a big enough enemy. And so, like, once you get it down to the boss, what you want to do is you want to keep Beat away and have him gather up echoes. Have Frederick heal when necessary, otherwise have him attack and use Più Grave. And then have Allegretto attack and use whatever his dark move is. Or you could put him in the light, it doesn't really matter. It all depends, like, where you have the boss. Like, you could have Frederick, but always have Frederick, like, in his shadow at least, so he can do more damage that way.
Take a picture.
Fuck that. Pictures are worthless.
Exactly.
Seriously, the amount of money that you need to buy weapons, you can get that between, like, every section. Not counting the fact that you don't really need to buy weapons that often. I tend to prefer Più Grave over something like Phantom Wave, just because it looks a lot cooler.
It's got 3 hits, too. I don't blame you for using it.
Yeah. I mean, the 3 hits don't really matter too much, but it's like, the 3 hits I think they do more than Phantom Wave's 2 hits do anyway. I think, don't hold me to that. So that's a really easy boss fight because you have Frederick who can heal, and then you have Allegretto who's just powerful as shit.
Did you get hurt?
No, I'm alright. Thank you.
Thank goodness you're all right. Huh? What is that thing?
I bet it's one of those agogos that girl was talking about before.
It's kind of weird. Look, Redo, it's glowing.
A go-go. Thank you for saving me.
I've never seen one of those before. Oh, I know. I'll take a picture of it.
Where did it go?
Great job, Beat. You scared it off by taking that stupid thing out. I wish I could have touched it.
Gee, I'm sorry, Redo.
So your name is Beat? Agogos are probably very shy creatures. I'm sure it'll come out again. And I take it your name is Redo. Is that short for something else?
I'm Allegretto. I have a little store in Retardando. It's small, but we have a tough time keeping stuff in stock each day. Anyway, enough about me. What's a powder seller like you doing way out here? Are you headed somewhere?
Mom, I'm going to see the Count at Forte Castle.
Now is not the time to discuss this. We have a guest in the house.
I told you. The reason floral powder isn't selling is because people can buy mineral powder so cheaply. I'm sure he'll understand if I talk to him.
Polka, dear, don't be foolish. You can't possibly go all the way to the castle in Forte by yourself.
I've already made up my mind. Don't try to stop me!
Polka! Dear, it's not that important if floral powder doesn't sell. We'll survive somehow. Polka, are you listening? Polka, please. If you can hear me, then answer me.
Polka, are you listening?
Oh, yes? I'm on my way to Forte.
That's a pretty long name. Could you say it one more time?
Frederick Francois Chopin. But you can just call me Frederick.
Frederick, huh? Okay, no problem. I'm really good at remembering people's names.
You said you're going to Forte. Do you mean Forte Castle? Yes, I do. You should know that Forte is not a very friendly place right now. It's much nicer here in Agogo Forest. The Count of Forte Castle is responsible for mining Mount Rock. He's been making some kind of medicine.
Ah, you mean mineral powder, right?
Yes, my sister Salsa is on her way there right now. She's going to ask them to stop the mining.
I get it. And you stayed behind here to keep watch on things.
If someone doesn't do something, the Agogos are going to lose their home. That's terrible. I was actually going to ask them to reduce the amount of mineral powder they're selling. Then this is perfect. I hope I'm not asking too much from you, but if you could possibly do me this one favor. Here, if you happen to meet my sister in Forte, could you give her this hat?
But how? I mean, we don't even know what your sister looks like.
That won't be a problem at all. You see, we're twins, so just look for someone who looks exactly like me.
Gotcha. All right then. I think we can handle that. Come on, let's get moving, Polka. We can go together.
What? Go to Forte together? But Yes, good idea. I think that would be much better.
We're all heading to the same place. We should stick together, right?
Besides, if you collapse again, the Agogos might not be there to rescue you next time.
Go together?
Dear, it's not that important if floral powder doesn't sell. We'll survive somehow. Polka, are you listening? Polka, please. If you can hear me, then answer me.
Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. The truth is, this is about more than just the floral powder. I don't have long to live, so I want to do something meaningful with that time. I think that meeting Frederick helped me realize what I really want to do with my life. I don't have much time, but I want to use my power for good somehow. I want to help as many people as I can. before it's too late. I'm not gonna worry about what other people think. If they're scared of getting sick and they want to stay away from me, that's fine. Up until now, every stranger has been my enemy. I'd convinced myself of that and couldn't trust anyone. But not anymore. Now I'm gonna start off by trusting people. Because if I can do that, then I think I can become a heaven's mirror. Go together. Yes. I'd really like that.
Okay, then we should get going. Oh, Frederick, by the way, what are you gonna do?
I was heading for Forte as well.
What? You're going to Forte too, Frederick? Oh, that's great. I guess that means we're all going to the same place.
This trip is really getting crowded, huh?
March, thank you so much for everything. Don't mention it. And if you ever come through the forest again, please drop by.
Ah, darn. I wish I'd gotten another chance to take a picture of that glowing Agogo. Oh, well.
Are you still going on about that? You know you can just go back to that same cave again later.
Allegretto's right. As long as some Agogos show themselves, I'm sure you'll get to take a picture of them next time.
Yeah, I guess so.
I wonder what they meant by a glowing Agogo. I suppose it must have just looked as if it was glowing, because I've never heard of Agogos glowing before.
Please, there is no need to do any such thing. What can Andantino possibly do? Do they think they'll start a revolution just by declaring they oppose the government?
Still, my lord, we've received reports of Andantino engaging in activities to disturb the peace. Perhaps it would be best to nip this in the bud.
Legato, stop worrying. Disturbing the peace is exactly what rebels do.
Well, yes.
But a revolution involves toppling a country's government. Do you really think Andantino is capable of doing that?
No.
No matter how many followers they gather, Forte Castle will not fall. Andantino knows that, perhaps better than anyone. And yet they continue to fight. Why do you think that is?
So we have our second piano part already, as you can see, or hear, and see.
Sounds good.
I don't actually remember the story behind this one, but who cares? It's piano, and you can kind of read it anyway. It's pretty... Like, they didn't plan it out too well. They have white text on every single background they could find.
Every background they put up happened to be bad for white text.
Yeah, of course. Like, you'd think, like, oh, we should probably, like, change the color of our text to make it visible. No. We're just gonna have it be white.
All I had to do was make it bigger and put it in the center.
Well, they want the picture to be center instead of the story behind Chopin. Which makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
A game about Chopin.
Completely.
I think this one's pretty short, though. Fortunately. Oh, right, this is when, like, the Warsaw Rebellion was going on in, like, the 1830s.
Right. Oh,
And
hey.
they wanted to protect Chopin because he's a pianist and not exactly a warrior.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
He's not one of those people, when you look at him and he's like, you don't look at him and think like, oh man, he could take on Arnold Schwarzenegger. No. He's one of those people you look at him and you're like, wow, 2 Happy Meals, he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you a question. Why does Andantino continue to fight?
Well,
Don't know the answer? It's because there is someone backing them. They're not stupid. They haven't stopped fighting because they think they have a chance to win. So that means our true enemy is the one who is backing Andantino. We'll let Andantino play out their game. They're no threat. And besides, Legato, we're already one step ahead of them.
Holy shit,
Finally!
gameplay. Yeah, good god. We're gonna go kill some fucking goats. Actually, I lied. We're gonna run away
I'm
from
gonna go save. Is this like an overworld? Oh, you're gonna get a random chest.
Yeah, no, this is not really overworld. There's no actual overworld in this game.
Yeah, that's okay.
But it's like an actual programmed area. And fuck beat. Let's get him the shit out.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Have to make... I thought that putting Frederick in first would cause him to be the overworld party leader. Nope. Unfortunately, no. Because I do like having the boss as my party overworld.
What the hell is it, an angel ram?
Angel Goat is what it's effectively called.
What?
I don't... well, it's a goat and it's got angel wings and a halo. So I guess it means it's an angel goat.
I figured it's a ram, but sure. It's got horns and all.
Well, it'll make more sense in context when we get to a certain point.
Right.
Also, that ride of 300 move, it will catch you off guard a lot.
I think you killed it.
Because, yeah, kind of. Just a little overkill. But, like, why they call it Angel Goat makes more sense in context in a couple of minutes. Or in 1 minute, actually, I think.
You mean when the part ends?
Anyway, let's just...
What you mean when the part ends?
Like when this episode ends.
Okay.
Like, as you can see right now... Oh, this is unvoiced plot stuff. To extend the gameplay.
Meh.
There's a black goat, and there's a little black goat, and he's an asshole. He won't let us pass. And so, in order to make him pass, we have to go get him some fucking food. We have to go find some paper to give
You
these
just
goats.
stab it like the rest?
To continue. Nope, you can't kill these goats. We have to go find some paper.
I mean, there's a nice big gap in between them. I mean, what would they do if you just kind of walked in between them?
Oh, they'd probably, like, eat you instead. And since they only have one pair of clothes, I mean, that would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
And,
Bye.
Bye.